ohmathgad.
Oh math cat guys, welcome to today's video in which we're going to be learning how to construct a two-way frequency table. So let's begin. Okay guys, so the first thing when understanding how to construct a two-way frequency table is first asking the question, what is a two-way frequency table? So a two-way frequency table is a way to display frequencies or relative frequencies for two categorical variables. So we're always going to be comparing two variables. One category is going to be on rows, right? And then the other one is going to be on columns. It doesn't really matter which one goes where, but the important is that we are going to use both rows and columns in two-way frequency tables, right? So in this case, we're going to be taking a look at the following situation. At one point last year, the local animal shelter had only cats and dogs. There were 74 animals in all. Of the cats, 25 were male and 14 were female. Of the dogs, 23 were male and 12 were female. And then they ask us two questions. The first one is, construct a two-way frequency table of the data, and B, for which gender, male or female, is there a greater need for pet adoption? Okay, so the first thing that we have to ask ourselves is, how do we present a two-way frequency table, right? We know from the problem that we have cats and dogs. So that means that the type of animal is going to be one category. And then the other thing that they mention is that they're mentioning whether or not they're female or male, right? So the gender is also being mentioned, right? So we can actually use cats and dogs to be on the columns and female or male to be in the rows, or we can use male and female to be on the columns and cats and dogs to be on the rows. It doesn't really matter. So for example, let's say we choose gender to be displayed on the columns and then the dogs and cats to be displayed. The type of animal is going to be displayed on the rows. So the important thing here is that you have a third column and a third row in this case that represents the total, right? So in this column, you guys are going to have the total amount or the sum of the two previous columns or rows. Okay, so let's take a look at this. So in this case, we have that in the shelter, there were 74 animals in all. So the total, the big total, has to be 74. Now, the total is going to be here always. And you are going to see that whenever you have that total, these two numbers have to be added to a total of 74. And these two have also like the sum of those two numbers is also going to be 74, right? So of the cats, 25 were male and 14 were female. So what we're going to do is that we're going to go on animals and we're going to see cats, which is the second row, and the first column is male, which is 25, and then the second one is going to be 14 because it's the female cats. Of the dogs, we are going to see that on the first row, 23 were male, so 23 goes here, and then 12 were female, so 12 is going to go here. Now, in order to get the values of the totals, the total of the gender is going to be for dogs and cats. So total dogs, of course, is going to be the amount of male dogs plus the amount of female dogs, right? So that means that the total amount of dogs is going to be 23 plus 12. So that means it's going to be 35. 35 here. And then the total of cats we're going to have is the amount of male cats, which is 25 plus 14, which is the amount of female cats. And that is going to give us a total of 39. Now remember, when we add 35 and 39, that total has to give us a value of 74. And when we do that, and we compare, we see that it actually gives us 74, right? So 35 plus 39 is actually 74. Now that we got the total of dogs and cats, we can also get the total male animals and the total of female animals, right? So the total male animals are going to be the amount of male dogs plus the amount of male cats, which is going to give us a total of 48. Also, the total of female animals is going to give us the total of female dogs, which is 12, plus the total of male or female cats, which is 14. And that is going to give us a grand total of 26. Now, whenever we add 48 plus 26, that also has to give us the same number of 74. And that is going to be our two-way frequency table. So it's always very important to double check your grand total so that the two totals of the columns add up to that final total, and also the two totals of the columns give you the grand total of 74. And that is pretty much it, guys. So if you find this video useful, please leave a like down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.
Check out these other videos to improve your math skills, and make sure you click that subscribe button to make the community grow. Follow ohmathgad in its social media accounts, drop a like, a comment below, and see you on the next one. Bye!